back to another season of Red Storm Real, where we talk about the latest and greatest in the movie business. I'm your host, Joe Acerno.
And I'm your host, Nicole Augusto. To start off this season, we're going to be reviewing It as well as Mother. And I'm your host, Nicole Augusto. And to start off this season, we're going to be talking about It and Mother. And we're also going to be previewing the Meyerowitz Stories as well as Thor, Ragnarok. This is Red Storm Reels.
All right, let's get started. Joining us on the panel today are Amanda Franco and Eric Ferrari, and we're going to start off the episode by reaching back a little bit and reviewing It, since, Halloween's upon us and tis be the season for horror films. It follows a bunch of mistreated kids in 1980s Maine as they investigate a bunch of missing children who have been apparently taken by a demonic clown, and obviously no one believes them, which makes it all the more scary. So honestly, I thought this movie was so much better than I thought it was going to be. I remember watching the trailer a while ago, like a while before it came out, and I'm like, oh great, another cliche horror movie. But then I started looking into it a little bit more, started hearing some more buzz about it, and I got really excited. I'm like, all right, maybe this will be worth my time. And I watched it, and it was worth my time. I think it's easily one of the best movies of the year. I think it's incredibly well done. I thought it was very well written too, which is very hard to find in a horror movie. It's got a lot of heart, a lot of humor, and it's absolutely terrifying. And of course, you have Bill Skarsgård playing Pennywise, and he's incredible.
Tim Curry was iconic, but
this was scary.
Yeah,
this was
scary.
Scary.
I think anyone who says oh, this movie isn't scary at all is a liar. Just call them out on
who claimed the first It movie was scary. It was like you saw when you were a little kid and you're like, oh, now I'm terrified of clowns. But this movie is actually really, really creepy.
I don't usually scream in horror when I'm watching a horror movie. Unless it's really scary. But that was because I had to look away. I wasn't It took a lot of things that even I'm scared of and put it on the screen, and it spooked me.
That was one thing I really liked about it, is that it had a lot of variety. There was the evil clown, which was kind of the hook for the whole movie, but he also turned into your worst fear. So it was really cool. They got really creative with what he turned into and how he appeared to the children. It was really good.
And it did have its jump scares, but I feel like that didn't get me as hard. Like how you said, you actually threw stuff, but that wasn't for me. But in my case, it was actually terrifying. It's something I didn't want to keep watching, but I did. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I always do a 1 to 100 scale, so I'm going to give this a 91. I thought this was
91. Okay.
I thought this was excellent, honestly.
I'm going to give it a B+.
I would give it a solid 80 or B because it was really good. It was really scary, but I don't know. It was decent. It was good.
I would definitely give it an 87, like a low B+, because it is good. It definitely scared and it did what it had to do, but there were certain moments that kind of threw me out of it, and I was constantly going in and out. But since we're on the topic of horror, we're kind of delving into psychological horror to talk about our next movie, Mother, which is about the story of a couple who are living in this idyllic life and building the perfect house, and unfortunately, everything gets a little crazy when they get an unsuspecting visitor, and Darren Aronofsky definitely has a lot of tones of religion and atheism and the concept of morality and whatnot in his works, and it definitely shows in this one. I don't know, what do you guys think?
Oh, no, it definitely shows it in this one. There's so many parallels that you can draw. Honestly, if I didn't go to the movie with you and a few other people who went to a lot more Catholic school than I did, I might not have gotten it. I was able to piece certain things together, and I think that's about it. I felt really dumb after explaining. I'm like, oh wait, I could have gotten that.
Yeah.
I felt really oblivious towards the movie too. If I didn't go with you, especially, I wouldn't have pieced that together. Well, I don't want to give it away either, but I know a lot of people didn't like it because they didn't understand it. For example, I heard, oh, it has to do with climate change, and I'm I
What?
know.
Well, I could kind of see that because it's a lot of the movie was a very it was more overtly a very religious allegory about Christianity, comments about the environment and humanity and how we've affected our surroundings and our environments and things. And it can be taken that way as well. And
Jennifer Lawrence and Javier Bardem are astounding.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to say this right now, this is not a movie that you go to by yourself.
Yes.
Oh.
or On a First Date. I know this is gonna be a little out there. I'm definitely gonna give it like an A, like a 90. It's a phenomenal, and I highly recommend it.
I would say like high 80s or like low 90s because I thought it was very, very good, but it also it was a little bit heavy-handed with some of like the religious metaphors sometimes. But otherwise, I loved it. It was really good.
Yeah, I agree with him. Definitely like the 90s because, I mean, you need to have like a certain level of knowledge towards that to be able to understand the movie. But so like if you don't know, then you're gonna be like completely lost. But since I do know now, like it's pretty incredible. I like it.
Yeah, honestly, this movie is insane and disturbing in the most beautiful way possible. Like, it sounds like an oxymoron, but I don't know how else to explain it. It's incredibly well done. You know, the performances are amazing. Darren Aronofsky knows what he's doing on this movie. I'm going to give this one a 96. I think it's honestly one of the best movies of the year, even above it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Now, next topic we're going to do is we're going to preview the Meyerowitz Stories. Noah Baumbach's new dramedy starring Adam Sandler, Dustin Hoffman, Ben Stiller, and Emma Thompson follows three adult siblings who have to deal with the influence of their aging, eccentric, artistic father. And I watched the trailer for this, and I heard a little bit about Noah Baumbach and how he did The Squid and the Whale, and I wanted to watch The Squid and the Whale on Netflix, but the app that I have, lies to me, so it wasn't there. So I was able just to watch the trailer, and I kind of drew some parallels there because it has to do a lot with quirky family dysfunction, it seems. So I'm kind of excited for this one, and I'm so happy I have Netflix, and now I know for sure this one's actually going to be on Netflix. But I want to see how. I know Dustin Hoffman's going to be great. I want to see how Adam Sandler does.
Adam Sandler in serious roles is actually phenomenal. So I'm pretty excited. It's Dustin Hoffman, and it's gonna be De Niro. So just De Niro, right?
De Niro? No. Sandler? Stiller. Ben
Stiller.
Stiller.
Whoops. Yeah, it's Ben Stiller and Dustin Hoffman. So it's gonna be pretty awesome to begin with, and also Emma Thompson.
Yes.
I'm definitely I think I agree with what you're saying. It looks like it has a unique. It's got kind of a unique indie flair to it. But at the same time, I'm also very wary of it because the way that the trailer ended, there was one kind of really goofy slapstick comedy scene.
Oh yeah.
Okay, hopefully it's not gonna have a whole lot of that, but I'm still looking forward to seeing the movie. I'm wary of it, but I think it could be good.
I'm actually excited to see Adam Sandler and Ben Stiller together because I really respect them in that sense. As for the trailer, I wasn't really too thrilled with it. For some reason, it really reminded me of Bad Grandpa, and I really do not
Yes.
like that movie.
Okay. Yeah. It did. That's kind of what made me go
I'm sure it'll be funny, but I feel in the end I'm gonna be oh, this is subpar. But I mean, I'm sure gonna watch it for sure.
Yeah. So it looks like when we're preview-wise, we're gonna be going from more serious, realistic stuff to the more supernatural and heroic stuff. And the next movie that we're gonna be talking about that's coming out is Thor Ragnarok. Of course, we're going into more of Thor's story away from the Avengers, and it's going to be a continuation of his story and the test of the mortality of the Norse gods, as well as a continuation of what's going to happen with Infinity Wars. And I personally believe that it actually looks really good. Even though the Thor movies, in terms of Marvel films, they're not the best of the standalones, but they have they don't take themselves as seriously as Captain America or as Iron Man do. Iron Man's really grungy and so. But other than that, I'm really excited for it, and I think it'll be as good as a superhero movie can get.
Yeah, I think this is one movie where I'm really split on it. I want to be very excited about it because the trailers, I love the look of the trailers. They have the way the lettering is, the music and everything, and all the the costume design, everything looks really, really good visually. But I'm worried about they're gonna fall into what I think is a trap. Is that one of my criticisms of I'd say most Marvel movies is that they rely too much on comic relief, and I think that it kind of brings down the movie if it's not a comedy. That was my biggest problem with Captain America: Civil War, is that it seemed it was it should have had a more serious tone than it did. And this is a movie where jokes can be present and stuff, but it's got a really epic story that I could tell. Ragnarok is supposed to be really cool.
Yeah.
I want to see that along with any kind of the fun kind of action that Marvel is known for.
Yeah, I agree with that. There was some I'm not really sure what it was, but I know Hope was saying something, and the trailer went from all this fighting, all this drama, and then it just cut to him
I wasn't too thrilled about this at first, but I've been looking into it more and more, and the early buzz is looking good so far. And I rewatched the trailers, and it seems like it's going to be like a really fun movie. And I almost got like a Guardians of the Galaxy vibe from it. I don't know, just based on the music and just the look
Also
of
the color schemes.
the color
Yeah.
schemes, and
Yeah.
the fact that it's not just about Thor, it's about like all these other characters too. And one of the criticisms that I had for some of the Marvel movies is like, when are we gonna go have the superhero movies about like the one superhero? Because like you have to bring all the men. Like the one other Avenger that I can see them justifying bringing in is Hulk, because like Thor and Hulk always had
Yeah, they
like,
always
a
have their own
tenuous
little.
relationship throughout the series anyway. But Doctor Strange, I'm like, why is this?
Yeah.
Why is he gonna be in here?
So you guys are excited for these coming out?
Yeah.
I'm not
Alright.
sure if I want to spend full price on this. I want to see if there's a discount night that I can get.
Okay, definitely. I mean,
Yeah.
$5 on Tuesdays at AMC.
I can get
But-
$10 AMC tickets. Hit me up.
All right. But yeah, other than that, that's all we have for here on Red Storm Reel. Thank you so much to Amanda
Yeah,
Franco and
thanks for having
Eric
us.
Ferrari for coming by. And that's all we have today. I'm Nicole Augusto.
And I'm Joe